All right, happy Movember 6th. Today we're getting on with a 2-band silver tip custom brush that I made out of Yucatán rosewood and Soap Commander Respect. But before that, we're gonna put on some 3P. Like I said in the previous couple videos, it's need a couple extra, need a little bit of layer of extra protection. And it's the end of the day. I have yet to have a shower since this morning. I've ran some water over my face, but the prep has been not great, and I've not been shaving my face too regularly for a while. So this should lend a hand. This stuff works really good. It smells like Vicks. And the first ingredient is stearic acid, so there shouldn't be any worry about messing with lather or anything like that. It's not like mineral oil or petroleum or anything like that. So we're getting on inside with Respect by Soap Commander. This lime and patchouli scent is incredible, to say the least. The lime is not candy-like. It is fresh, invigorating, and then the patchouli is not some deep, dark, dank type patchouli. It's very bright, herbaceous patchouli. So, really enjoyable. And we are using the Voshkod blade from the last shave again. So we're using, that'll be its second outing. But today it's going to be in a Ikon B2, and it's a black open comb razor. By Ikon with it. I think it's the black from DLC diamond light coating. This stuff's crazy slick. Here's the razor. That's what the blade looks like in it. Let's get to starting. There we go. And I exclusively, well, I'll say nearly exclusively face lather. It just does so much for the skin. You know, it helps condition it, condition the hair while you're building your lather. It allows you to enjoy the scent. Conditions the skin. Stuff's good. And to say, one of the reasons I got into making my own shaving brushes is I got introduced to wet shaving by the art of shaving. And if anyone's ever been into one of those stores, you know they really like their products. They really like them. So when I was in college and looking for a way to save a couple dollars from shaving a $230 brush, which is not in the works, and then the little gray badger brush that I bought, I think for 50 bucks, which is insane because that 2-band badger knot, this 26mm 2-band badger knot that I made, I don't think the knot probably cost me 25 bucks. Then the wood was nothing. you know, $6, $7. And with this Ikon BL2, the angle is not 30, it's more of a 45-degree angle. So it took me a second to get used to, but once you do, it is one of the most comfortable razors. But it is heavy. You see I'm choking up on it like super high. I enjoy a real, well, auditory feedback is nice, but I enjoy a good tactile feedback from my razors. And when you get these heavy handles, it really does cut down on that tactile feedback. That 3P is really helping out. I can feel that there's a barrier there. But this is a really smooth razor. Never really had any problems with it, just getting used to that different angle. So most of my soaps and stuff they've got some age on them. And back when I first started, well, when I first got introduced to the social aspect of wet shaving, there was a guy named Ant Smith over in the UK who kind of started like a pass around box, which is where he put stuff in a box and then sent it to someone else, and then that person used some of the products and then put, you know, maybe kept something or used it and passed it along, but then added something to it and then sent it on to the next name on the list. I've got so many products I'll never be able to go through. And if anyone out there would be interested, just let me know down below in the comment section, and then we can try and set something up. But it'd have to be, you know, worthwhile. Not saying one person wouldn't be, but you know, 3, 4 people. I'd put stuff in the box and then it'd get sent to the next person, and that person would use what they wanted to, take what they wanted, and then send on, you know, add to it and send on to the next, whether it be particular blades you've never tried or a soap that you just really can't live without, maybe not be able to get a hold of anymore, or something of that nature. If anyone would be interested in that, just say that you'd be interested in it, and then we'll talk about it in another video, and we can get the logistics down of how we can get that started. So most of my soaps they got a little age to them. Some are not able to be purchased anymore. You know, down the road doing a review on something like that would be just absurd. Who's gonna wanna know something about a product you can't get a hold of anymore? But by all means. I do plan on using at least everything that I got on film before anything goes away. And well, let's do this one. A few years ago I did go through most of my collection and use some of the stuff I wasn't too keen on. Just use it till it was up. A lot of my collection is Barrister and Man. You know, they put out a good product, and I was comfortable with spending the money. So new scent came out, had to have it. Had to have it. Not that way anymore. Like I said, I got bit by the bug. Acquisition disorder. I had to have it. But it's not that way anymore, thankfully. It's expensive. Gonna do a little bit of a cleanup pass here. This scent is incredible. You know, it just says lime and patchouli, but it is just amazing. You know, it doesn't particularly remind me of anything like I was talking about in the last video. Scents can be awesome, and you know, you can enjoy them for what they are, but then there's those particular scents where it might not even be in your realm of what you would ever purchase. You know, going in there with that mindset, I've never purchased that scent, but then it hits a note, and it could be one of your signature scents after that. You know, one for me is that Check and Speak number 88. If you'd have told me that there's a rose cologne that was fairly expensive and you can't live without it, I'd have told you that was crazy. That would never happen. But I would have been wrong. Another cologne is or perfume is DS and Derja has one called Bowmaker. My dad was a cabinet maker, and the Bowmaker perfume is about New England violin makers, and it smells like varnish, oak, cedar, I think. It's got some pretty awesome notes in it, but it reminds me of him coming in from the cabinet shop as a kid and picking me up, and that's all you could smell, and it just brings back the memories, floodgates. It is just incredible. And there's certain other scents that are out there. Another one from DS and Derja, El Cosmico. This stuff reminds me of laying out in the middle of the desert at night and just looking up at all the stars. It's just, it's the experience. That's certainly an experience. Just say, I think this mustache is coming along nicely. It's a long way away from being a handlebar, but you know what? We are working on it, and it's pretty nice. That's a hassle-free shave right there. Can you even see that? Frost Lime Aqua Velva. This is from the 70s. I picked it up at the same antique store that I got the ice blue. This is a musky, much more industrial lime scent. But tell you what, limey, musky, menthol. It's pretty awesome. We're gonna just squeeze it at the base and push it up. Don't squeeze and just pull. Work your way up. Just like that. That's what's left. And this stuff is super slick. It is not, it doesn't have the most cushion as some other stuff. And it can be a touch drying and leave a little bit of a residue on all of the like sink and brush and everything. Here's a little bit of a better look at that brush that I made. And this is a 26mm 2-band. I love this brush. It's deep enough, it's got really good. Oh my goodness, I got myself pretty good, didn't I? Found my Allen block. Oh, smell. A little bit of sting, not bad. Let that dry off now. All right. I think I had a blemish there. Probably just went over it. But it's all right. All right. Y'all have a lovely day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.